Hi, Room 12. Good morning, my friends. Today I'm going to share with you a book that I used to use when I taught the big kids. When I taught fourth grade, we used this in our persuasive or opinion writing unit. And I figured since we are such fantastic opinion persuasive writers here in Room 12, that we could use it too and just make our writing a little bit different to fit us. So I'm going to share this book with you this morning. I will also be reading it during our Google Meets, and I will be uploading a writing mini lesson to YouTube, so in case you miss it, you can catch it there. I think the writing assignment after we read is going to be really fun for you all. I think you'll really enjoy it and enjoy the book. The book is called Hey Little Ant by Philip and Hannah Hoos. Illustrations by Debbie Tilley. Here's a fun fact. The authors, Philip and Hannah Hoos, they have the same last name, and something I learned about them is that they're actually a dad and a daughter who wrote the book together. So before we start, I want to let you know that the story switches off between who is telling the story and whose point of view it is from. You will hear from the boy's point of view and from the ant's point of view. I want to get really close so you can see the illustrations. First, the boy is talking. Hey, little ant down in the crack. Can you hear me? Can you talk back? See my shoe? Can you see that? Well, now it's going to squish you flat. There's the boy. He's talking to the ant in the sidewalk crack. And look here what the authors did. They bolded that word squish so that you could hear the sounds as you were reading. Notice how it's a little bit darker than the other words on the page. Here comes the ant's response to the boy. Please, oh please do not squish me. Change your mind and let me be. I'm on my way with a crumb of pie. Please, oh please, don't make me die. Look, the ant is holding bags of pie, crumbs of pie in his hands. And notice here the word please is bolded because he really means it. Please, don't squish me. Wow. Why do you think the authors and illustrators decided to have us turn the page? Yeah, to show how big the boy is compared to the ant. They did a really great job of showing that. Anyone knows that ants can't feel. You're so tiny, you don't look real. I'm so big and you're so small. I don't think it'll hurt at all. And there's the ant. But you're a giant, and giants can't know how it feels to be an ant. Come down close, I think you'll see that you are very much like me. Are you crazy? Me? Like you? I have a home and a family too. You're just a speck that runs around. No one would care if my foot came down. Oh, big friend, you are so wrong. My nestmates need me 'cause I am strong. I dig our nest and feed baby ants too. I must not die beneath your shoe. So here's the ants' family. They eat around the dinner table too. It looks like the boy's family is having a picnic here. Put your finger on your nose if you've ever had a picnic. Yeah, me too. And have you ever seen ants at your picnic? Me too. Maybe after reading this, you'll think differently about ants. But my mom says that ants are rude. They carry off our picnic food. They steal our chips and breadcrumbs too. It's good if I squish a crook like you. There's a word I don't know here on that first page. Crook. I don't know what that word means, but if I look at the picture, it might give me a clue. The ant is wearing a mask and he's carrying a big old sack of food that he's taking from the family's picnic. What might a crook mean? Right. Crook means like a thief or someone who steals. Good job. Hey, I'm no crook, kid. Read my lips. Sometimes ants need crumbs and chips. One little chip can feed my town, so please don't make your shoe come down. So the ant was taking some chip crumbs for his family because they need to eat too. And he says, one chip can feed my whole entire ant town. But all my friends squish ants each day. Squishing ants is a game we play. They're looking at me, they're listening too. They say, I should squish you. Uh-oh. Now here comes the ant. Look how big he looks compared to the boy here. I can see you're big and strong. Decide for yourself what's right and wrong. If you were me and I were you, what would you want me to do? Ready? This is where we end, and this is where your job is so important as writers. Should the ant get squished? Should the ant be saved? It's up to the kid, not up to me. We'll leave the kid with the raised up shoe. What do you think that kid should do? So this is where our story ends. With the boy's shoe lifted up, about to squish the ant. So you are going to choose a side. Do you think the boy should squish the ant? Are you on team squish? Or are you on team save, where you think the ant should be saved and not squished? Well, I cannot wait to meet you back here in a little while to do our writing mini lesson, because we know strong opinion writers need reasons to support their opinion, especially if we want to convince someone to squish the ant or to save. I'll see you back here in a few moments, but decide before we finish, what side are you on? I'm on team save the ant. I don't want the boy to squish the ant, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes.